the other button. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you guys? Well, we didn't announce this, so I don't know how many people will really join, but anybody that joins is welcome. I'm gonna do a very short live today, but I didn't want to forget about my English speakers followers because I have a very special. I'm actually launching a new book that I can tell you I didn't write it myself, and it's also like a series of 8 books. But I'm launching today in Spanish. Soon, I'm sure I will translate to English and share with you. But anyway, it's part of a movement coming back home that I hope at one point again I will share it with you, and you will feel it, and would like to join and share, and etc etc. Today I have some people. I always invite Spanish speakers to learn English with Argentinian accent. Not everybody loves it, A lot of people, some people say, I love your accent, and some people say, I hate your accent. Well, I think those people also hate any accent, yeah? But anyway, I do my best, and I don't want to let go of you guys. So I know I don't do much in English. Also, for example, for seminars, right now in English I only have Zagreb. But if you participate in any Ho'oponopono trainings before, you can participate in absentee in Argentina, in Brazil, in Mexico, in Madrid. So anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to start with the I am the I. Again, this is going to be short because in a little bit an hour, I share with my members in Spanish about this new book and a new movement. The first book of the series is Trust. If I trust, then I exist. Okay, that's the first one. Then the next one will be about peace, and another one about prosperity, another one about relationships, another one about purpose, and another one about health. So I think we have one for everybody, and they are all coming from somewhere. So, and I have an amazing stories of how this came, but I will be sharing in English soon. I'm going to start with the I am the I. If you are in a safe place and you want to close your eyes, I am the I. I come forth from the void into light. I am the breath that nurtures life. I am that emptiness, that hollowness beyond all consciousness. The I, the it, the all. I draw my bow of rainbows across the waters, the continuum of minds with matters. I am the incoming and outgoing of breath, the invisible, untouchable breath, the undefinable atom of creation. I am the I. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Today, again, is going to be short, but something that is very important. I still talk about faith and how important, especially in these times that we are living. So I'm going to share something that Deborah Poneman, many of you maybe know her, and I found it so inspiring. So I said, I need to share it with my people. And it's about the Red Sea, the parting of the Red Sea. So just relax. Remember the Red Sea movement, and when the Israel Israelites arrived at the Red Sea and called to God to help them, and God said, "Why are you calling me?" And at that moment, one man, just one man, with the Egyptian army behind them and the Red Sea in front of them, and as the rest of our ancestors just frozen and probably in fear, this man waded into wade into the water, believing that if God had brought them this far, he or she must not have brought them to perish. So, with complete faith in the power of the divine, he kept walking until the water was about to cover his mouth. And at that moment, the sea parted and the Isra- Israelites, sorry, it's a difficult word, walked through. Some people think that splitting of the sea was a natural event, it was just a low tide, and that is possible. But the miracle here was the timing. Whether it was a miracle or a low tide doesn't matter. The miracle is a miracle either way. The miracle is the willingness to step into the unknown at the right moment and discover that the path is already opening for you. Was that we what do we do when we face our own Red Sea? I think right now we do have this Red Sea in front of us, yes? There is nothing wrong with calling to God for help. But as it also says in the Bible, faith without action is worthless. We can call to God, but we need to also take action with complete faith in the power of the divine. And that's kind of what we do with Ho'oponopono, yes? So the idea is because a lot of people think that we don't do anything. We just say thank you or I love you and that's it, yeah? But thank you or I love you is to start walking, is to take action. It is to choose to let go, to surrender your intellect, and to come humble, before God and say, God, I don't know what I did, I'm sorry, but here it is. Yes, it's asking for help. It's coming back to present. It's aligning with that part of you, that part of God in you that has the solutions and everything that will part the Red Sea for you anytime, any moment, you know. But first, you have to take that first step. You have to trust. Even if the path seems unlikely to lead us to the exact outcome we want, we have to have faith. If our desire is true and good, so the next question is, well, what kind of action can we take as, many of us, as we are facing the Red Sea moments in our life on many fronts. Right now, we didn't choose to come here at the best time. It is. Some people say this is so exciting. And yes, it is. And amazing to be here in Earth at this time with so many changes, but at the same time, it's like, you know where is gonna part, where is gonna open, where do I go, yeah. And instead of love is in the air, it's fear is in the air right now. It's so important that you don't engage, that you don't buy into the fear, that you have faith, you know and you let go and allow God to inspire you to part, the Red Sea for you, that open doors for you. When you are creating, you are in a steady stream of love. When you are creating, you are directing the power that creates universes by the very act of desiring something and then embarking on the path to create it. So remember, desire actually is translated as away from God, yes? Like, I'm lacking something, I need something. But also think about this. Desire is something that maybe, if it comes from here, not from here, is something that God is putting in your heart to take that first step, to trust. Yeah. And sometimes it's that first step that you have to take so the way will show, the path will show. And sometimes it's a different path that opens up later. And now you realize, but because you took that first step, because you trusted, you had faith. And I always tell you, you don't need to know the how, but very important why you do it is important. So living in purpose, know why you are here, etc., etc. We work all that in my trainings in zero frequency. I think that's basic. Is the foundation. Is working on the roots, so that the winds will come and bend you, but they will not break you. So when the world feeds you thoughts of hatred, division, fear, upset, don't ask what they should do about it, because we know what everybody will should be doing, yes, and what they are doing wrong. But rather, what can you do in this moment, right here, right now, to create more love, and then do it. And that's how this movement that came really from my heart, and because I opened, and like God said, because I listened, because I did silence, you know um, that's the idea of this moment of coming back home, that we can do, because my idea is to get to 1 million people, or whoever, I don't know if 1 million people are ready or not, maybe more, maybe less, but it will be the right people. But only if you feel it in your heart. See, so we need to create this wave of love, instead of criticizing, instead of seeing what other people do wrong or whatever. Okay. Maybe you can say a quick prayer, admire the sunset, or clean out your junk drawer, your pockets, your purse. Can you pull out a book, that you've been meaning to read, and read a page? Thus creating time to escape into the world of marvelous words. Or watch a live, or a replay of something that really connects you with your true essence. Can you admire that apple that is sitting on your table? There are so many things that we don't realize, that we don't really pay attention, and they are right there. Many times they say we appreciate things when we lose them, yeah, when we don't have it anymore. The vibration of creation does not require you to want something grand in order to tap into its flow. Okay? It only requires your sincere intention to create something loving, be it a thought or a thing in the present. And once you enter that created flow, you are partnering, part, partnering, sorry, with the love that creates worlds. You understand? That's why it's so important that you do what you love, what you would do even if you don't get paid. Later you will get paid, but that's your north. That's the desire that God puts in your heart. Because you are here for something big. You're here for something important. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here, especially in these times. You become part of ongoing creation. You become part of a vast wave of love reaching out to our planet. Wow, think about that one. You become part of a vast wave of love reaching out to our planet Earth. You become the change and the solution rather than remaining tethered to the problem. You become an extension of the living presence of the divine. This is what you came to do. This is what you are called to do. And really, Ho'oponopono keeps us on the path. Keep us, like Buddha used to call it, the middle path. Yes, or the middle way. So no extremes, going with the flow, zero frequency. Okay. So now I want to share something from Osho that says faith is blind because it has its own way of seeing. It is not seen through reason, it is seen through the heart. Knowledge is based on reason. Belief is also based on reason. Knowledge and beliefs are both in the head. See the difference? So watch out, pay attention, be alert, be conscious, make conscious decision. Knowledge has eyes and belief is blind, but both belong to the head, to the intellect. Belief is intellectual, faith is emotional, intuitive, of the heart. Faith is just like love, with one difference. In love, you are both on an equal level, on the same level. Faith is love with a person who is higher than you. It is love with reverence, deeper than love, higher than love. But love is there. Those who gathered around Buddha were in love, in deep love with the man, not only in love. Reverence was also there. Love plus reverence is equal to faith. Faith is something that one should not miss. Beliefs is just ordinary. It is good not to get involved in beliefs because they make you a Hindu, a Mohammedan, a Christian, a Jew. They make you divided. They make the whole earth a conflict. Beliefs create fights, struggles, and wars. Beliefs divides. It is good not to have beliefs, but to have faith is a deep, deep experience. Faith will not divide you with anyone. It will unite you with someone. Belief will not unite you with anyone. It will simply divide you with everyone. Ideas, ideology are divisive. Divisive. Faith is intuitive. To surrender is to be ready for faith. Surrender means to be yielding to allow faith to happen. It means to be receptive, unguarded, vulnerable, and open. Now I want to take you. Let me see. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh. Give me 1 second. Because I wanted to take you through a meditation. And I know I translated it. Would you give me a minute? Maybe while you breathe, maybe while we breathe, because we are going to breathe for, give me 1 second, because I just want to take you through a meditation. Um, maybe you want to go to the bathroom or get some coffee or water. Water, baby, may be better. Let's see. Too bad. I probably translated, but I forgot to. Let's see. I don't want to do it. I'm thinking that I don't want to do it while you are breathing because you are going to hear my typing. Thank you for your patience, but it will be worth it. I'm telling you. Why doesn't it? Okay, I got it. Yay. Thank you, Google Translator. Okay, so Again, it's gonna be worth it. I promise. Okay. Okay, so now we are gonna breathe. We are gonna do the breathing hard. That is one of the Ho'oponopono tools where we only have to breathe and we only have to count. Okay? Okay. Um, Ruchita says, "How to get married? I need to find a life partner." No, you don't need. You maybe you won't, but if you come from need, you are in trouble. You want to work on yourself first to be able to attract somebody that you don't need, that you want to be with. It's very different. Can you feel the difference? Otherwise, you will be attached. And attachment is not good. Okay, so breathing her. We are, how do we do it? Back straight, feet on the floor, three fingers together, these three fingers together. And then we open up and we form the infinity sign. We put it on our legs or wherever is comfortable. And here we only breathe and count. If you are in a safe place, maybe you will want to close your eyes. Actually, after the breathing, I will ask you to stay with your eyes closed to go into meditation. It's very short meditation. Okay? So, oh, I don't want to get distracted with the chat. So, the way we do it is we inhale and exhale through the nose. We don't have to make any noise, nothing, okay? Inhaling and exhaling from with through the nose. So I inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hold my breath 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I exhale through my nose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's one time. We do that 7 times. So we are gonna do it. Again, if you're in a safe place and you can close your eyes and stay with your eyes closed, if you do, and I'm going to take you through the meditation. Let's do it. So again, if you close your eyes, stay with your eyes closed. And maybe you want to take a deep breath. And with each inhale, you inhale peace, light. And with each exhale, you exhale tension, doubt, confusion, stress, wanting to know, fear. So you take another deep breath, and again you inhale light, peace. And with each exhale, you let go of any doubts, tension, beliefs, knowledge. So now imagine you are facing the sea. You have the ocean in front of you, not an ocean that frightens you, is an ocean that embraces you, that is waiting for you. And on the other side of that ocean is your home, your real home. That home where the peace that you already know is. That one that you were always trying to find outside of you. Even if you have sometimes forgotten it, it was always there. And suddenly observe that the ocean begins to part. Not because you have the strength, but because you trusted. You took the first step, that first step of faith. And it can just take one, only one step. And the ocean opens, parts for you, divides. So notice how the path begins to reveal itself. As you choose to move forward, the path begins to reveal itself. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. And if you feel it, I invite you to repeat. Today I trust. And when I trust, I exist. Today I return home. And I am part of a way of love that awakens the world. Today I trust, and when I trust, I exist. Today I return home, and I'm part of the wave of love that awakens the world. And it only took one step, the step of faith. Thank you for being here. Thank you for trusting. Thank you for not waiting for the ocean to open, to part. Thank you for just trusting, having faith, and just starting walking. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope it was worth it, the wait. I have some great questions here. I would love to, but I don't want to take you off this energy if I start talking about, especially needing people, other people, and not feeling alone. This is what you have to do not to feel alone, to know you are not alone, never, ever. But you are looking outside, and that always will have limitations. So, anyway, I actually every month have a live call where I pick different themes, and every month you can ask me all the questions you want. I will answer all the questions. and is part of our Ho'oponopono family. Mabelkatz.com /member. You find all the information about all the resources, including, also a forum where we clean, where we answer questions too, where we support you, uh, weekly audios, I don't know, an exclusive library, many, many things. But in actually the last class I did was Wednesday. Let me put it here. If you are interested, you get that class and you will get the class for next month too. So you get two for one. And if I'm not mistaken, you find the class itself and more information, you find it in mabelkatz.com /monthly dash class or something like that. But you can always write here. My people are here also supporting you with any questions. And I hope you join us. And you will have the opportunity to talk to me directly and answer questions. Again, I don't want to take you off this, but our last class was a practical guide to happiness and success. Okay, now I'm gonna go. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. I hope you ripple this, the love and the faith and confidence and because definitely together we can make a difference in the world. Thank you for being here. And if you didn't open your eyes yet because I left you there, maybe this is a time to take a deep breath and open your eyes and put a smile in your face, hopefully. So I'm gonna say the piece of I to and say goodbye to you. The piece of I is another Ho'oponopono tool that helps us to close. Like I open with the I am the I, now I close with piece of I that says peace be with you, all my peace, the peace that is I, the peace that is I am, the peace now, for always, now and forever and evermore. My peace I give to you, my peace I live with you, not the world's peace, only my peace, the peace of I. Thank you, thank you, thank you.